Well, got home from work and it was kind of a spotty update last weekend, kind of thrashing all over the place, but did come home from work today. Was not going to work on the car, walked by, looked at a wire or two, and yeah, I ended up working on the car. So let me swap it around. I did about 2 hours. Logan came by, dropped off some parts, so let me swap this around. It's nice and dark out. So I did get, the dash in last night, finally. And I've got the power switch on. By accident, left it on. But the big thing I was doing was just messing around with these are the turn signal indicators. So what I've done is, let me turn the master switch on here. So that's actually the halo for driving lights. It comes on anytime the car's on. And then if I want to do the turn signal, I can do left turn and it will sequence for a second and then turn off. There it goes. And that is controlled by this back off relay that understands the button pushes. So the momentary push on here is like, what was that, like 5 seconds, like you're going to turn from one lane to the next. You can hold it for a little longer. So that's like I think it's, if you hold it for a full second or something like that, it flashes for like 12 seconds. And then if you hold it for 3 seconds, it stays on a lot longer, like if you're at a stoplight. Then if you push both of them together, it's the four-way flasher. So it makes the whole situation pretty easy. And then when I turn on the lights, they light up at night, so you can see them and you don't have to look for them. And then there's the bright or the low beams, and then I can still hit that and it still blinks. So pretty neat. Makes a nice clean installation. And turn it off. Alright, and then I did get the main carpet in, and everything's kind of a mess because I was just trying to get the dash out. We'll get the glove box over there. Let me show you what I did with the fuse panel. So I've been slowly dieting this harness, but there's the fuse panel on this side, which is not per the book, but makes for a pretty neat installation anyway. And yeah, I've got about that many wires left over from the harness. Everything else is dieted, and what I've got left here is basically what I need for the heater and the seat heaters. And I probably put like a USB power strip for him so that he can, charge all his stuff. Yeah, anyway, that's the game we're playing. Not too much today. Tomorrow I've got to work all day. Friday should be an easy day. I'm going to drop the body off over at the painters, and then we'll really get busy with the interior, pull the seats, and really start looking like a car. I got Logan dropped off all the sensors for the aim gauge. So I'll get those plugged in, get the turn signals all wired in, get the aim gauge all programmed. We'll go through all of that this weekend, hopefully capture all that in video. So stay tuned, and should look like a pretty good car here in a couple days. So stand by. All right, what the heck have I been doing? I've been working on Logan's stuff. So been thrashing on it pretty good. Sunday, so I didn't do an update yesterday, so you get to walk through the garage with me this evening and see what I've done. So it's about 5 o'clock on Sunday. Like I said, I did a good 7 hours on it yesterday, and I hit it hard today. Started at probably 7:30, and it's 5 right now. So got all this aluminum riveted. Start from the back. I did clean the entire car, or at least start to anyway. It was pretty dirty. It's basically been, you know, living with the body off, somewhat on, and then I did all the body work with it on, so it was kind of messy, but it's been raced, so it's a race car, and I'm trying to keep that theme, but my goodness, I just can't leave stuff alone, I think. Okay, so you'll notice I've started to get the dash in. This panel here is removable still. That panel right here is all locked down, so it's done. You can see the rivets right there, and then the R, this panel comes off. So all the stuff that's in there is done and hidden, and then it gets captured with the windshield, so that's done. The seats are all in, and washed up the seat covers, so they look brand new again. And I've got all of the interior in, down to the floorboards. They're all done. The dash is not in yet, like it's sitting in there. There's actually a cover that goes, little eyebrow cover. I don't have that on yet either. I've still got to wire up the fuel sender and the turn signal indicators, so that's why I've left this dash piece off. But for the most part, I'm still waiting on the boot covers and the rings for that, but everything is wired up. I went ahead and made a glove box. He had the door all done. Let me walk over there. I'll come back to this, working from the back. So hopefully you can see that. So this is all vinyl, and then this is just sheet metal painted, and that's it. And it's, I don't know if you can tell in there, but it's not very deep. It's about, oh, that's really bad lighting. But anyway, it's not very deep, probably enough to put your registration and maybe a few bucks in there or whatever. But it closes good. And seat heaters are installed for a race car. Again, foot box, all looks nice. He's even got a cup holder. This little silver spot, there's a handle that goes on there. That's the parking brake. So you step on the brake and close the valve. Again, see, I got all the bulb seals started in the back. This panel isn't in yet, but it's in there just for right now. But everything's glued. So I'll take that off when we go put the body on, then put it back on, and then rivet it in for good. But yeah, I did the windshield wiper, got that all done. I just got to get it mounted. And then I've got to cover this panel and that panel. That gets done. I've got the AC, everything's working. As far as power, I need to do the plumbing next. That's probably this week's job. Trying to get it all done before SEMA next week. Let's see, anything else? I think we already talked about the lights. Let me go back up here. Oh, I still gotta do the horn. Yeah. All right, so master power, start. First button is low beam, high beam. The two next buttons are spares. The far one's gonna be a horn. The bottom ones are the temp control, fan, AC request, and then windshield wipers on the very end. So everything has a spot, 100% filled. Everything blows nice and nice. I think that's about it. Oh, the only other thing I got left to do back here, I've got to wire up the 4-wire trailer connector so we can get all four or both pairs turn signal and brake. That was on the list for this weekend, but got a little slow. So that's about it. It was a pretty good weekend, and it wasn't super hot, which was nice. And I even cleaned the garage. Supposed to get my engine back from JPC Racing. Thanks, Justin. hell of a guy to work with, and definitely recommend him. And Justin Performance, not a sponsor, but definitely took care of me when the truck behind me had an issue, and we swapped out the motor, and he's getting that one fixed. And that one's going in the next project, which is soon to come. I hope to see that next month. So we've got to get Logan's car finished, and we're pretty close. Drop the body off at paint. So stay tuned. And yeah, just another day in the neighborhood here, I guess. And Logan is definitely getting excited. Definitely looks like a car. And I guess we'll see you next weekend on prep for SEMA. And yeah. So thanks for everybody who's subscribed and liked. If you know anybody who wants to subscribe, please let them know. I'd like to get over 2,000 by the end of the year. That'd be kind of cool. Anyway, take care, and we'll see you next week. And hopefully, I don't know, this weekend or next weekend, we'll have everything else done and in a good spot, ready for the body to come back from paint. So take care, and we'll see you next weekend.